What is happening? What is good, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, folks? Let me just fuck it. All right, fuck it. I gotta take my moment. Y'all are gonna let me have my fucking moment, bro. All right, so here we go. Let me just.
Well, I sure hope somebody picks up that phone, because I fucking called it!
I have been saying for weeks that this shit was coming. I said this shit is too much like GT. It's taken too much inspiration from GT for them not to bring back the most iconic imagery of GT, which is Super Saiyan 4. Listen, return to Monkey. That's what we're doing. That's what we did. All right. Monkey. It is the best Super Saiyan transformation, bar none. Maybe it's not the strongest. All right. I know, like, we have God, we have
Ultra Instinct.
We have Ultra Instinct. We have Blue. We have all this shit. I get it. But this is the coolest transformation. It is the transformation that, honestly, is the most logical culminate. Well, at least in GT it was, because it was the fusion of the Super Saiyan power and the Uzaru power. Now in Daima it's a little bit different. And we're going to get into that. But it is the greatest in terms of design. Saiyan transformation in the franchise, in my opinion. And it is back, baby. It is nostalgic. I love Super Saiyan 4. It has always been, since it was introduced, since I first saw it when I was a wee little tot. It was always my favorite transformation from the series. I love it. And it's back, baby. And it crashed Crunchyroll.
Yep.
Like, Crunchyroll went down because of Super Saiyan 4. I think the last time that happened
was like the Tournament of Power finale.
Yes, the Tournament of Power, like when they did that 2-part finale, that was the last time that Crunchyroll crashed.
Yep.
This is on that level, bro. This is why people love Super Saiyan 4. Ruby King, get your ass in here, all right? And Super Saiyan 3 was not better, all right? Super Saiyan 3.
We will not take this slander against Super Saiyan 4.
Bro, there's certain aspects about Super Saiyan 3 I like, but when you look at it from a story perspective, from a narrative perspective, Super Saiyan 3 is not necessary. All right? Super Saiyan 3 is not necessary. It's a cool form. The transformation back in the Buu Saga is cool, but it's so not necessary. And the reason why it's not necessary is because everything that we got as far as the plot regarding Super Saiyan 3, we could have done with like a Super Kaioken, for example. Think about it. Like, you have like this insane power up with Super Saiyan 3. You have the stamina issues with Super Saiyan 3. Just allow Goku to go Super Kaioken, and in canon, he did it in the Otherworld filler. and you basically get the same plot points.
Yep.
So it wasn't necessary. All right, it wasn't necessary. But Super Saiyan 4, it's in GT you was Super Saiyan combined with Uzaru. Now in Daima, I mean, let's just go ahead and jump into it. Let's go ahead and jump into it.
Goku fights Goma as in Super Saiyan 3, and makes Goma struggle a bit, but then he very quickly gets the upper hand.
Right.
Like even with the help of Do, who for some reason wanted to imitate Super Saiyan 3.
Which was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean, when he was just like growing the fake hair out of his like gooey body, whatever the fuck his body's made out of. That was funny, bro. Do is honestly, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Like, Do is honestly like one of the funniest characters that I think. Ku and Do, like both of them, are two of the funniest characters that has been introduced in recent times when it comes to the franchise.
Cookie Bean.
But yeah, so Goku, he goes into Super Saiyan 3. He does end up losing, and then like you have a Goma getting ready to fire this big ass energy ball.
Mm-hmm.
Neva jumps in, and Neva just
so casually.
Yeah, like he just jumps in there, and I mean, honest to God, bro, like Neva, like we were talking about this before we went live. Neva is, basically like the Toriyama insert here.
Yep, character inserts.
Yeah, and we were talking like Piccolo is one of Toriyama's favorite characters, so it makes sense that if Toriyama was going to have a self-insert, it would be a Namekian.
Yep.
Honestly, I don't know why they don't bring this dude. I mean, I guess he doesn't want to leave the demon realm, but
no, he likes it there.
At the same time, like, do you know how useful this dude would have been in Super?
Yeah, especially against Moro.
Yeah, especially against Moro.
Which I kind of have a theory. I think Daima is gonna be the bridge to bring back the Dragon Ball Super anime because the arc after Broly is the Moro arc. So by going into Daima, you introduce you actually introduce the concept of magic into the Dragon Ball universe. So the Dragon Ball universe basically has like 3 magic systems. You have like the natural ki, the God ki, and now you have actual magic. And and after Daima's all done, then then Toei Animation can actually start bringing in like the return of Dragon Ball Super by jumping into the Moro arc.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. Ruby's right. The concept of magic has always existed, but now it's being really fleshed out. Is essentially what it is. So we've talked about this before, but the way that you have to understand magic and ki and the difference between them is that in the West, like we use like the term magic to collectively or to in general refer to like unexplainable phenomenon and powers and stuff. Like
supernatural.
Yeah, we use it as like a blanket term. What you have to understand is that in the East, specifically in Taoism, because that's one of the main things that Dragon Ball is based on, is that magic and ki are they're related in the sense that, well, everything's related in Taoism, but they're distinct in that they're basically the yin and yang of each other. Ki is internal spiritual cultivation. Mm-hmm. It is an internal power. It's within you. It's within your body. It's within your soul. It comes from within. That's what ki is. Whereas magic is the power to influence the external realm. Mm-hmm. It's the ability to. So what magic is external power, and ki is internal power. That's the difference between the two. And God ki is essentially the cultivation of ki to the point that you're able to raise it to a divine level. And it's very complex to go into, but it essentially, I would suggest that anybody watching this would go and research Taoist alchemy, because Taoist alchemy really goes into like this understanding, because the whole idea is like you cultivate your ki for so long that you end up reaching like these higher levels. Eventually you can become like a god, and like you can go beyond that. Eventually you achieve enlightenment. Mortals like can become gods in Taoism, and like that's true also in the Dragon Ball universe, because the Glen did not start out as gods, they became gods. The Saiyans obviously did not always have god ki, they acquired god ki. Beerus was not always a god, he became a god. So there's that. But then magic is the external manipulation, the manipulation of the external world. So it's the ability to, like, as we see here in Dragon Ball Daima episode 18, we have an example of Neva using magic to influence an external object, an external subject, that being Goku.
Mm-hmm.
So it's, again, like if he was using ki, it would be something that he's doing to influence himself. But no, he's using magic in order to manipulate and influence Goku. We've seen this before. For example, we have like with the Elder Kai, who is able to use his magic in order to unlock Gohan's potential.
Yeah.
We see it with Guru. When Guru unlocks Krillin and Gohan's potential on Namek, he's using magic. It's not ki-based, it's magic-based.
Yeah.
When Babidi is able to increase Vegeta's power with his magic and turn him into Majin Vegeta, that's magic. That's not ki-based. We're seeing the same thing here. So what this new form of Super Saiyan 4, and by the way, within the Toei internals, there's internal documents that have been seen within Toei internally. This form is being called Super Saiyan 4.
So they say, but we'll wait and see, what they actually say in the story.
Well, what it is that you have to keep in mind, like this is the term that's being used. These documents are from like back in like the summer of 2024.
Mm-hmm.
They were referring to it as Super Saiyan 4. But what you got to keep in mind is when they were developing Dragon Ball Superhero, Gohan Beast was internally being referred to as Final Gohan.
Mm.
So,
before they changed it.
Right. So the name that they use in developing the series,
it's a placeholder.
Is not always going to be the name that is used in the marketing. So the name could change. So right now, internally, we know that it was being referred to as Super Saiyan 4. Whether or not that's going to be true in the marketing, like on action figures, within the story itself, if this form is ever brought up again, and I'm sure
in video games.
Yeah. We don't know yet. So we don't actually know what the official name of this form is. But anyways, that being said, so this version of Super Saiyan 4 is essentially it is Saiyan biology being enhanced or being manipulated by magic.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this is. It's sort of like a version of forced evolution. It is never, like we have like genetic manipulation and stuff, like we see that in science fiction all the time. Take that concept, but give it a more magical, a more magic based foundation. Essentially, it is the Saiyan biology being manipulated by Neva's magic.
Yep.
So this actually does explain why we don't see this form in Super. And that's because Goku doesn't know how to use magic.
Either that or he doesn't really know how to get into Super Saiyan 4. Because when Neva used his magic on him, like he basically forced Super Saiyan 4 onto him, and Goku has no idea how it happened or how he even got into it.
Yeah. And again, like people really need to pay attention Ruby says he's calling it Super Saiyan Magic. I think that's a fine name for now. I mean, given what we've seen of the form so far and how it was acquired, I think for right now that's a good placeholder until we get something official.
Demon Saiyan.
Yeah, I like the idea of Super Saiyan Demon, but we'll see. Super Saiyan Primal or Super Saiyan Demon, but Super Saiyan Magic is not. It's not a bad name if that's what they decide to go with, because it is the combination of biology and magic, essentially.
Yeah.
But what we do see is let me go ahead and see if I can pull this up here. Let me go on YouTube real quick. See if I can pull up a clip of Goku going Super Saiyan 4.
Someone else is already talking about Super Saiyan 4 today.
Oh yeah, I mean everybody's talking about it. Everybody that's a Dragon Ball fan is talking about this. Let's see. I need to get.
Oh yeah. I also watched Matsuko X's review of the episode. Well, he puts a lot of like insight into this episode as well.
Yeah, I watched his review earlier today as well. So, if we look here, we see right here,
like a change in his. Oh, you should probably mute it.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And you always give me shit about sharing videos.
Play the whole video. You don't play it in clips. You can do like a 10 to 15 second clip, but you want to play the whole video. So right here, like we see, like it starts out like, you know, Goku's being infused with Neva's magic, and then this is supposed to be Goku's DNA,
the blue.
Well, the whole thing is really kind of his DNA, but I think it's supposed to be like more so a representation of veins and arteries, but it's like the magic is traveling through his system, through his body.
Yeah.
And what this is, it's the magic is manipulating and enhancing his DNA. And it's bringing out it. Really, this is like an augmentation of his natural Saiyan biology in order to really draw out the essence of the Uzaru, like the primal nature of the Saiyans using magic.
I like Matsuko X's explanation that this is kind of the bridge between Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan God, because this version of Super Saiyan 4 shares a lot of features as Super Saiyan God.
My problem with that is that I look at the God. Well, I don't see. I really look at this as kind of be a divergent branch from the God stuff. I think it's more so because, again, like the God stuff is achieved through the cultivation of ki, whereas this is achieved through magic. And again, they're the inverse of each other. So to me, this is almost like the inverse of Super Saiyan God more than anything. This ties into the more primal nature. This is focusing more on his Saiyan biology, whereas really the God stuff, and especially Ultra Instinct, is focusing more on his martial arts, him being a martial artist and cultivating his ki that way. What I think this ties into is something that we've seen really prominent throughout Dragon Ball Super and has been brought up again in Daima as well. And that is, if you look at the way that the universes function, the way that life functions in Dragon Ball, the way that the gods function, everything is tied into this idea of mortal development. It's this idea of evolution and development and, you know, reaching new heights, reaching new levels. I mean, it's that theme is so important that, I mean, that's what the entire Tournament of Power was based on. You know, was like the universes with the lowest mortal rankings. Because they, you know, these universes need to be cultivated and developed and grown. And that's the purpose of the gods of destruction and the gods of creation. when a species becomes stagnant and there's no hope for growth, that's when a god of destruction is supposed to step in and wipe the slate clean.
Yeah.
And then the gods of creation come in and they're supposed to seed, new life and hopefully get it right that time. It's this whole idea of development and evolution and changing and evolving. And what we're seeing here is Neva using his magic, I think, to kind of augment that or jumpstart it. This could be like a future evolution of the Saiyans.
Yeah.
Like if the Saiyan race had continued, like this is eventually what they would evolve into, like maybe millions of years down the road, and Neva's like, here's a little jump start. Like here's a little acceleration.
Yeah.
I think it ties into that type of stuff. Like to me, this may be like as far as a Saiyan can go as a mortal before they get the god stuff.
Yeah.
Like this is the furthest like this is how far they can go as purely being a Saiyan biologically. This is as far as they can go, and Goku has been able to basically get a shortcut to that using Neva's magic. And then once you hit this wall, then you kind of have to, if you want to get stronger, then you have to kind of go up into the god stuff.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I see it. Because again, it is kind of everything that is Saiyan in like one complete package.
Yeah.
Which is one reason why I like the original Super Saiyan 4 and why I'm happy to see that it's back. Also,
Yeah.
I do want to point this out. Goku getting his tail back.
Uzumaki.
So what I love about this is it's so poetic. Remember, it was a Namekian that permanently removed Goku's tail when he was a child. It was Kami.
Oh yeah. It was coming. Like I kind of forgot, like who originally cut Goku's tail.
Yeah, because remember, Kami restored the moon after Roshi destroyed it, and
Moon!
The trade-off for that was that Goku had to have his tail permanently removed.
Yeah, and then Piccolo permanently removed Gohan's tail.
Right. So a Namekian removed Goku's tail, and now a Namekian gives him his tail back.
A Namekian taketh, and a Namekian taketh. A Namekian giveth, and a Namekian taketh away.
Yeah, bro, it's like what George Lucas said. It's like poetry. It rhymes.
Yeah, it's like poetry. It rhymes.
Now, in terms of the design, so there's aspects that I really like about this. Some aspects. All right, so let me just jump into it. So I do like the more gorilla
monkey
body design of this. Like with the bigger wrist and
which kind of begs the question, like because like in Goku's child form, like his arms are pretty small as it is. But imagine, like if he got into his form as an adult, I would like to see how that looks.
Yeah, which I think we are going to get that because honestly, I think they're going to be turned back into adults in the next episode.
Yeah, and but what I really like about it is that I actually like that they made the hair red as well. But it's like a darker red. Because like in the original Super Saiyan 4, like I never understood why the head hair was still black, but the rest of the body was, the rest of the fur was red. Like I never understood why.
I think it's there to create contrast.
Yeah.
That's what I think it was there for. I think it was an artistic choice. The original Super Saiyan 4, the GT version, went through a couple of designs. So I know that one of them was like it was like a gray, like a very muted gray fur with the black hair. And that's been the alternate design in a lot of the video games, is that design. And then there was one point where it was going to be red fur and golden hair, like in Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
But then ultimately they decided to go with the black and with the magenta fur.
Or they could have gone like just all gold, including the body fur.
Well, yeah, but I'm talking about like actual designs that were considered.
Yeah.
These are things that they were thinking about before they actually they settled on a design. I do like the more gorilla aspect of it, and I do like the way that Goku moves around in this form because he's
Oh, like
swinging.
especially when he uses his tail.
Yeah, like he's
I was
swinging.
that was classic Dragon Ball.
Yeah, he's swinging. He's using his tail to swing around on Goma's foot.
His
There's
arms.
there's points where he's like walking on all fours.
Yep.
So I do like that because again, it's much more apish. It's much more Uzaru. It's much more like that. That's it, in some ways I like that better than what we got in GT because it is more of that. It is more of that fusion of Uzaru and Super Saiyan. Mr. Ruby Kane, what is up?
Hello.
How you doing, Mr. Ruby Kane?
I'm doing all right. Just a little tired. Or more than a little tired. I'm pretty tired, but I'm doing all right.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I've been pretty out of it today. Straight up.
Me too. No lie. Me too.
I didn't wake up till like 12 in the afternoon, and
Oh,
I've just been dragging around all day.
Yeah.
I woke up at like 6-ish or something, and I went to sleep right after I got off the stream with you. So, yeah, I'm pretty tired.
Yeah.
And I still got shit to do today.
Yeah. So there's things that those are the things that I like about this design. The things that I don't like is that I wish they didn't go with the red hair. Now, given it, because this looks straight up like Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4.
That is true.
From Dragon Ball Heroes.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem I have with it is that there's not enough contrast there. It kind of blends in a little too much, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I would have been fine if they went with the black hair again. And I also don't like that they went with the red eyes. I kind of wish they would have kept, the gold eyes that we had in OG Super Saiyan 4.
I don't mind the form. I just kind of wish they just kept it as the original GT, just smaller,
Yeah.
But I get it. They want to make it their own to contrast it from GT.
I also would have been fine if they had gone with like the original concept art of GT Super Saiyan 4, where you have like the muted gray fur, you have the black hair.
Yeah.
I would have been fine with that too. And this is not really anything with the form itself. It's just more so this current fight that we're having.
Yeah.
We have a red environment with a red background.
Yeah, they blend in.
Goma's also mostly red.
That's right, yeah.
And then Goku is mostly red in this form. And it's just something about it. It's just a little too much red.
Yeah. And orange pants aren't helping either with that.
Yeah, so I kind of wish they would have gone with the alternate design of Super Saiyan 4. Where the concept art, which let me go ahead and pull that up because I'm sure there's some people that are going to be watching this that don't know what that looks like. But
and by the way, I fucking hate that his first stops at his forearms. That shit it stands out too much for me. I don't like it.
What?
But,
what? You don't like the Popeye arms?
No. I fucking with the Popeye arms. At first I didn't, but the more I thought about it, I'm like, well, he's like a little mini Great Ape right now. I just don't like that the first stops growing up halfway to the forearms. It looks naked, like it's incomplete.
Trying to find a better image of it. But keep talking.
Oh, that's all I had to say. But yeah, I mean, other than that, it's a decent form. I was surprised. I was like, oh god, I can't believe this is happening. I was happy too.
Maybe type in original concept.
I think you actually showed
it. It did. It's. I'm just trying to find like a better image.
Okay.
I'll pull up. This one will probably work. Let me.
And that won't work.
I just zoom in.
Yeah. Let me. Go
Thank
ahead.
God they went with the fucking red. I'm not even gonna lie. That was just a much better choice.
But see, I think this right here would have looked better in contrast to Goma and like the background of the demon realm.
Yeah.
Like I would have been fine with that if they had gone with that. Don't get me wrong, like I understand why they do go with the red because it gives like a more the red just is more wild, I guess you could say.
Striking. Red's a powerful color.
Yeah.
That's what it symbolizes too in Japan.
Yeah.
Power.
Because that's why they went with red for the original Super Saiyan 4. That's why they ultimately chose that. And that's why they went with red for Super Saiyan God, and then they went with blue for Super Saiyan Blue because it was supposed to represent more tranquility, more calm, more that Goku's at peace with himself.
Yeah.
So I understand why they did it. I'm just looking at it from just this particular episode. There's a little too much red going on.
Well, it would have been better if they changed the background from that dank red color. You know what I'm saying? The hellish red color. That way they wouldn't fucking get lost in the sauce when they're fighting.
Yeah, like maybe they should have had Goma, like when he powers up, like it causes the sky to change to like purple or like a dark blue or something.
Yeah, something to contrast all.
Yeah, a dark blue would have worked because that would have contrasted with both of the characters being red.
Yeah. And and we were talking about how Neva is like basically Toriyama's like stand-in character for himself. And I absolutely 100% believe it.
Yeah, I think honestly, yeah, I think Toriyama. It's because remember this is the 40th anniversary series for Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
And it really does draw on like everything from the franchise. When you really look at it, like it draws from Super, it draws from original Z, it draws from GT. It's drawing from like so many aspects of the franchise, and it works really well. And I'm also surprised at how well this finale is coming together because there were some interviews, there were some people from Toei that were talking about like the development of Daima, and essentially what happened is that Daima was in development for 2 years. They've been working on this for 2 years, and even just like a couple of months leading up the premiere, they were still working on the final episodes because they hadn't like really
they haven't figured it out yet.
Yeah, they still hadn't panned out the entire story. So I mean that may explain some of the pacing issues that we had early on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been better if they just had the story planned out before they started animating, you know.
Oh, like that part. Oh, like it keeps reminding me of a Team 4-Star joke. I need an adult. I am an adult.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna get crucified for this, but here we go. I just realized something else that this episode draws upon from the Dragon Ball franchise.
Red Purunga.
No, we'll get to Red Purunga in a second. There's a Dragon Ball Evolution reference here.
No way.
Wait.
Oh my God, you're right. When fucking Piccolo fucking got Goku to transform into the Uzaru.
Yeah. Because remember in Evolution, it was Piccolo that turned Goku into an Uzaru, and now here we have a Namekian turning Goku into an Uzaru-like form. It's like Dragon Ball Evolution.
It rhymes. It's like poetry.
Oh, now that it's in my head, I hate Daima now.
Yeah, some people. Yeah, I'm sure.
I actually know some people who absolutely hate that Super Saiyan 4 is is now canon via Daima. Because because of all like they make Goku small again, and I don't like it.
Listen, man, all these GT haters can go suck a dick. Okay,
A big fat dick, you know?
a big fat
Dinosaur dick.
hairy schmelly stanky ass
Okay, it doesn't have to be all that, man.
giant Uzaru
Dick.
dick.
Wait, do you think Uzarus
Yeah.
have big giant dicks, or do you think their dicks shrink or stay the same size?
I think there's a dick hidden under all that fur somewhere. Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know, but gorillas don't. Gorillas have very tiny penises. If you don't.
I swear to God, I thought you were gonna say gorillas don't have dicks. I was gonna be like,
Then how do they reproduce?
really?
I mean, King Kong doesn't have one, apparently.
Kong's got a dick, doesn't he?
Yeah.
No, I think he just have
Everything.
I think he just have a very tiny dick, like real life gorillas. They have
Movie
very small
censorship.
penises,
Movie censorship.
and movie censorship too.
Fuck it, man. We need to see gorilla dicks in King Kong. Fuck
I
it.
mean, if Dr. Manhattan is allowed to show his dick on screen, why not King Kong?
Because that'll just make the movie rated R.
Oh, speaking, since we're talking about like fur and stuff and everything, notice how when Goku's depowered by Goma,
Yeah, he's like, no, yes.
well, no, notice how when he's depowered, Goku gets his shirt back.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't caught on to it when I first
Yeah.
watched the episode until later. I was like, wait a minute, did he just get his shirt back?
Yeah, but but here's the real reason. It's magic. I don't have to explain it.
Well, no, that's what it is. Like this is more of like the whole point of this form is Saiyan biology plus magic.
Gotta show them pecs.
So the fact that he gets his shirt back, that's the magical aspect of this form coming into play.
Yeah.
I mean that's another example of it.
And I have a prediction that I think Neva has the ability to do it again, but this time I think he will do it on both Goku and Vegeta.
I can see that happening. I can see Goku and Vegeta getting augmented to go into this form again, and probably fuse because
Shin still
Fusion has to happen, man.
Yeah,
it just has to.
And I'm gonna call it. I think we're gonna get two fusions, because Shin has the but he still has like the Patara earrings on him, and I think the Majin brothers are going to find the combined bugs and combine into Dooku.
Either way, the bugs are gonna have to happen, because why even show
Chekhov's
and
gun.
mention exactly Chekhov's gun? Why show it? So it has to happen at some point.
also there has to be a Super Saiyan 4 fusion because
And we have never seen Super Saiyan 4 Vegito.
there's so many GT references. And what did we get in GT? What is another popular aspect of GT?
Fusion.
Super Saiyan 4 fusion.
Yep. But this time, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is not going to happen. It's going to be Vegito.
Yeah, I mean, if they get the Pataras, it'll be Vegito. Now, if they use the bugs, Goku and Vegeta,
I think it'll be a completely different fusion.
Yeah, there's no way it can be Gogeta or Vegito because every resulting fusion is different depending on the method.
Yeah.
Right. No lie, I thought you sounded like Cynic. I closed my eyes for a second. I thought I heard Cynic. I was like, oh, Cynic's here. Then I opened my eyes, and then there's no Cynic. I was like, oh, he's playing mind games on me.
I see him in my head. I still hear in my head.
You close your eyes and you just hear from some corner of the room, "Stupid bitch."
You're having sex. You're having sex with your girl, and all you hear, from your girl is "stupid bitch."
Oh God, no! Please.
Cynic is just standing there in your room.
He's living in our head.
I found you,
standing right there in the dark corner. All you see is his fucking glowing white eyes.
He found your ass, Ruby.
He found me.
Like, oh, go, Cynic! What are you doing here? No,
Leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
Where the fuck is Cynic, by the way?
I don't know.
Meh.
He was
Doing whatever.
he was in the chat. He was in Tiamat's chat watching Tiamat debate Stray Beans.
I think that's where he's at.
Nah, he's not there no more. Because I was there all the
Wait,
entire time.
wait. What? What's happening over in Tiamat's chat?
Stray Beans is having a debate with Tiamat, and Tiamat is losing terribly.
A debate about what?
I guess about Katie did with the whole dog thing.
Oh my fucking!
And Stray Beans is kicking the shit out of him.
Stray Beans is kicking his ass. He brought up Theo Lee Ronan, and it was awesome. It was fucking awesome. Like, yeah, Tiamat's fucking losing, and I keep saying that Tiamat's like, no, I'm not.
Oh my fucking monkey god! Are we?
Oh my various gods!
The Katie the Katie dog thing is still being talked about.
Yeah, I said the same thing. Like, why are people? I'm like,
they're gonna.
It already been disproved on Dark Gift's channel. Why are we still talking about this?
They're gonna. They're gonna hold on to that forever.
Yeah, like they will.
Yeah. I was even watching Lord After Jesus. When he's still using the Katie did a dog.
Yeah,
thing.
I don't understand why they're so mad that Katie did is also CG Queen now.
Open seed losers.
Because they,
open seed.
Because they deep down they want to be kings, and she ended up becoming a CG queen, and they don't think that she deserves it.
And then now she's bigger than
they're a bunch of misogynistic bastards, and they're like, how did a whammon show us up? And it's like, well, you know what? Yeah, like Andrew said, Copen seed virgins.
In my opinion, they're also to blame for her rise to power. So
yeah,
I'm happy for her because I like Katie and I want Katie to succeed.
Yeah. All right. So back to Daima.
Yeah. So Red Shenron.
Red Purunga. Red Purunga.
Yeah, Red Purunga. When they were about to summon, I was like, okay, like, what is this dragon gonna look like? And I saw the beefy arms, and I was like, they're going with a Purunga again? Only, he's red. Just like in GT.
Yeah. More GT references, man.
And it was absolutely hilarious when Goma tries to punch him, like Red Purunga just flicks him off like he's nothing.
Wow, he's exactly the same fucking colors of Ultimate Shinron too.
Yep.
Yeah, bro.
Does Ultimate Shinron has blue on him? Because
no.
If you look at his chest, what separates his chest from the rest of his bite is like a blue line that's going down.
No, Ultimate Shenron does not have any blue. As far as I can remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was absolutely hilarious. When Red Purunga just flicks him off like, oh bitch, please get out of the way.
I've heard some people talk about like, how come King Piccolo can kill a dragon?
Yeah.
But Goma can't even, harm this dragon. And it's like, guys,
I think it depends on the creator.
I think the dragon's just stronger.
I think what it comes down to, and again, people need to really look into like Chinese mythology and stuff. So in Chinese mythology, dragons are something that come from a higher realm, essentially. Mm-hmm. In fact, a lot of times when people are taken up into heaven, it's on the back of a dragon, kind of like the ending of GT.
Mm-hmm.
Hint, that was kind of like a subtle hint there about what happened to Goku at the end of GT.
Dragons are kind of like the angels of death.
Well, I would say they're more just angels in general, like essentially. Like you can make a comparison to them just being angels in general. But they come from like a higher plane of existence. Mm-hmm. So
they're divine in nature. That's what I wanted to say.
I mean, Shenron literally means, well, in Japanese it's Shenlong.
Dragon god.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dragon god. And then Purunga, I think, means god of dreams.
Yeah.
So, like, I really don't think the dragons themselves ordinarily can be harmed by like mortals. Now, gods, it's probably a little bit different because Shenron was shaking in his boots when it came to Beerus.
Oh, it's you, Lord Beerus.
Yeah, so that's probably different because they're both on a divine level.
Which kind of begs the question: then, how was Piccolo able to kill Shenron?
Well, I think, to me, what makes the most sense is that Kami created the Dragon Balls that Shenron originates from,
and Piccolo is part of Kami.
Piccolo is half of Kami. So to me, essentially, Piccolo was able to do what he did to Shenron because, in a roundabout way, Piccolo is Shenron's creator.
Yeah.
So I think he's like Piccolo and Kami, and now Dende are probably the only mortals that can actually harm or kill Shenron.
Yeah, that makes sense. We've never seen anyone else kill a dragon.
Heck, like in Superhero, Dende can like just change the rules of the dragon's wish making powers, as much as he wants.
Yeah,
unless we count Dragon Ball GT with the Shadow Dragons.
Yeah, but I consider the Shadow Dragons to be more kind of their own thing. They're more like a
corrupted version.
Yeah. Like, yeah, they're
so the same rules won't apply because they can't even make wishes,
Yeah, because they weren't necessarily created by anybody. It's more so they were created as a side effect of the wishes themselves.
Yeah.
So
makes sense.
Yeah, Bulma. It's all your fault, bitch.
I mean, it really is. She made the radar, bro. But no, I think honestly, like I think the only reason King Piccolo was able to do what he did is because he is half of Kami, and Kami created Shenron.
He has the master key.
Pretty much, yeah.
I could get down with that.
Yeah, and so to me, like the whole thing about Goma not being able to harm this dragon, because that's always been my headcanon when it came to Shenron, this really does not bother me at all.
Oh yeah. Like I just thought it was hilarious.
I never, even if I don't accept what you say, I'm gonna call you cynic, Jesker. Even if I don't accept that, I'm still not bothered by it at all because it's like, well, they're fucking. It's the fucking Demon World Dragon Balls. Therefore, they're older than Earth's Dragon Balls and the Namekian Dragon Balls. So in my head, it's like he's just stronger,
Yeah. I definitely think he's a much more powerful dragon.
He's
than
either
Shenron. Yeah, he's more powerful than Shenron or Purunga.
Yeah.
Isn't his name also Purunga?
We do not know.
Well, I
could have sworn they said it.
I don't think so.
Going back to the internal documents that came out, when I was talking to Andrew earlier, there's internal documents from Toei that have come out where Toei is referring to this new form as Super Saiyan 4. That doesn't mean that's what it's going to be officially, because again, there's the whole final Gohan and Gohan Beast thing.
Which lead me to ask Jesker, did you already knew about did you already spoil yourself about Dragon Super Saiyan 4?
No. I was not aware. Now I was aware 2 months a couple of months prior to Daima coming out. I was aware of Ku and Du.
Yeah.
Those two I was aware about. I was not aware of the whole Super Saiyan 4 thing. Now I did
I'll believe you for now.
I did hear that the Demon Realm Dragon was going to look like Purunga.
Okay.
That I found out a little bit after the Ku and Du stuff, but after that I stopped looking at any kind of leaks.
So you don't want to spoil yourself.
Yeah, I did not know anything about the Super Saiyan 4 stuff.
Damn, because I want to know now, will Fusion actually show up? Which it should. It'll be so bad if it doesn't. I'll be like,
we only have 2 episodes, and I think they're going to use episode 20 as sort of like an epilogue of the whole thing. So episode 19 like has to be, the climax
Yeah.
of this battle, and episode 20 is just, it's
Mhm.
it's just the epilogue of what they're gonna do now.
I'm going to rewatch all these episodes because I want to do a very special fucking video for Dragon Ball Daima for my channel.
Yeah.
Basically a retrospective of the entire fucking show.
You also need to keep up with the dub.
I'm not worrying about the dub.
So what I was going to say earlier is that according to internal documents, this dragon is being referred to as Purunga.
Okay.
But
now
that's subject to change.
Well, but here's the thing, though, Andrew. In the credits of this episode, he is credited. The name they give him is Demonic Purunga.
Okay.
So that's
right.
that's in the episode is Demonic Purunga. Which it's not like that's not surprising because remember the Super Dragon is called Super Shenron. Like that's literally his name is Super Shenron.
Yeah, that makes sense. And even in GT, it's just Ultimate Shenron.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's okay for dragons to share their names. Oh wait, what about the dragon from the Super manga? What was his name?
I forget.
I don't remember either, to be honest.
Yeah.
What was the name of the
tiny little dragon? Kind of adorable, don't you think?
Didn't he kind of look like a salamander a little bit, didn't he?
Wait, what?
Didn't he look kind of like a... Hold on, let me... see. Let's see. Granola
of Dragon Ball.
Dragon.
Yeah, like I'm looking it up. Oh, Toro... Toro... I'm having a hard time saying... Torumbo.
Yeah, that's right. Torumbo.
Yeah, the Eternal Dragon of Cereal.
That's what a fucking name, bro. The Eternal Dragon of Cereal, bro.
It's not like the mascot of the cereal brand. Get some Torumbos. With marshmallows. With Dragon Ball marshmallows.
It's really magically delicious.
They're great.
It's magically delicious.
Try me Dragon Charms, the magically delicious.
So in that version, there are only 2 Dragon Balls, and they are tiny.
Yeah, it's a weaker dragon.
Yeah,
I mean, to be honest with you, it's probably the weakest dragon in the franchise.
I like Torumbo. I like those colors for Torumbo too.
We don't have official colors for him.
Oh, I think this is from the colored.
I don't know. That looks fan made.
That's the colors I've always been seeing.
Yeah, but you can't always trust it because there are fan made colors.
Well, that's true, but they have been going back and coloring all of the manga volumes because they've got like colored versions of the original Dragon Ball Z manga.
Yeah.
I don't know. It might be fan. I need to, let's see. I need to find what the source of this image is. That's not what I want to see. It should have the source on here somewhere.
Can't you? Can't you like right click, and copy the address?
Well, the address is not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the citation. Might be at the bottom of the page. That's just references. I don't know. I hate trying to navigate on these wikis sometimes. They need to update their format.
UI. Oh, why? Okay.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's really hard to get citations.
I
on
don't.
these
I
things.
don't. I don't think it's going to tell you because I think they're fan made.
Well, I think they're official. How about that?
No.
No.
Well, see, let's see. Where's the? Hold on. Where's? If there is there a manga volume that has cover art with the dragon on it?
No,
Because
I don't think so. No.
Because the cover art is in color.
There is no. Like what you see right there. No. Next one. No. The one on. The one after that. Yeah. Like I think that's the only one you're gonna get. Like I actually own the super manga, and they do not put the dragon on the covers.
All right. All right. Well, anyways, so let me go back to Red Perunga. Let me go back to Red Perunga.
I don't buy it for a second that that Glorio is going to make Arenzu's wish. I don't buy it for a second.
Man, that big titty bitch has got him out. She's got him charmed, man. He's under a spell, man.
Does he?
Well, no, here's the thing. I think he is going to turn them, and there's like a clear, obvious clue that he is going to turn them back into adults. Because one of the last words he says in Namekian has the word child in it.
Yeah. Yeah, so it could be like return them back to adults from being children.
Yeah. I think next episode we're going to, because again, look at the next episode preview. It's literally just like images that are going to be like from the first few minutes of the episode. It's Glorio, it's demonic Perunga. It's just everything before the wish is actually made. There's nothing shown in the preview after the wish is made.
Yeah.
So it's another one of those things where something big's going to happen and they're keeping it hidden.
Yep. And I'm willing to bet that Ku is being as smart as he is going to hear it, and he's gonna be like, hey, wait a minute, that's not the wish, that she told you to make. And
You have to know Namekian.
Well,
but
yeah,
Ku is very smart though. Like
yeah.
he may have picked up on something.
Yeah, and then Renzu is gonna be like, what? How dare you?
They killed Glorio.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. I think if Renzu tries to pull some shady shit, I think there's a chance that Ku and Do are going to turn on her.
Yep. Because
listen, Ku and Do are innocent, man.
They're good boys.
They are, like they're not evil. I think they've basically just been doing what Renzu says because they kind of view her as their mom, pretty much.
Don't kill her. Her tits are just too perfect for her to die.
I don't think she's gonna die, man. But I think.
Well, that is true because they didn't kill fucking what's his face.
Yeah, they didn't kill Degasu. No, I don't.
Yeah, Degasu.
I don't think she's gonna die, but I think she's
but they're gonna beat the crap out of her.
No, Do might just like do the Majin Buu thing where he takes like a piece of his body and like wraps it around her and like restrains her. I mean, he might do something like that.
You die, wizard!
Oh my god! You imagine if they pulled a fucking Majin Buu killing Babidi on Renzu, where they just pick her up by her neck, keep her from speaking, and
punch her fucking face off.
Yeah, just punch her fucking face. That shit, I remember when I saw that shit for the first time. That shit was wild, bro. That shit
Very
was
brutal.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy.
Like I remember like watching on Toonami and like And wait,
I'll be back, guys.
and when you see like Majin Buu's fist coming at the screen, and like a big splash of blood. Uh-oh. Yeah. Can you hear me? Uh-oh.
Luckily, I turned my volume up on my phone to hear you guys in the background. Jesker, what the hell happened to you? But yeah, that was a brutal fucking scene from Dragon Ball. Fucking Majin Buu punching fucking Babbidi's fucking head off. So brutal. The last brutal scene. Wait, is it the last brutal scene in Dragon Ball?
Well, like, no, like, like I remember watching on Toonami where like you see Majin Buu's fist, coming towards you the screen, and like a big splash of blood.
Yeah, man,
coming out.
Yeah, man, it was fucking it's crazy. It was very crazy shit, man. I kind of wish Dragon Ball would return back to those days of brutality. You only really get it in the manga.
Yeah, like Dr. Gero, where he basically like decapitated that driver.
Oh yeah, when you squeeze his fucking head off.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, it's fucking great. Or when fucking when Vegeta's like killing all the fucking Namekians, he like bashing their fucking skulls in like little baby seals.
Yep. Oh look, more baby seals.
Yeah. Good shit, man. Good shit. How many times you watched this episode of Daima?
Yeah.
How many times did you watch it?
My name is Lord Frieza, and we're a traveling improv group. Here, let me give you a demonstration. My men shall play a group of drunken sailors, and you're a bunch of baby seals. And go. Blah, 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 blah. And scene.
So yeah. So yeah, how many times you watched this episode of Daima, Andrew?
I think I watched it twice because I wanted to see, how I feel about it, seeing it a second time.
Oh, there you are.
Yo, man, it just
we're back from the Shadow Realm.
It kicked me out.
Like, is it your internet connection?
No, it literally just logged me out of the site.
Whoa.
StreamYard done that to me a couple of times before.
Yeah, like it just.
Yeah, but this is not StreamYard.
Yo, it just straight up kicked me out of the site, man. I don't know what the fuck. I had to log back in and everything.
Damn.
Let me make sure we're still live.
Yeah, you're still live. I'm watching you on the other end.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh, daggum.
Anyway, as I was saying, I'll be right back.
All right. Now I gotta.
You're welcome, Jesker.
Thank you. Let's see here. I gotta pull everything back up again. Dagnabbit.
Oh, like I can imagine. Oh, like in the next episode, my Goku is like, hey Vegeta, you and me gotta go into this new form that, into this new form that never got me into. Oh, I can't, Kakarot. I'm too injured. Where are those bugs that you mentioned? Oh, I don't know where they are. And then that was like, oh, good grief! Do I have to do everything around here? Heals Vegeta and then like turns him into Super Saiyan 4. Oh, good grief!
Yeah, man, Neva's old, man. Why does Neva gotta take care of everything?
Yeah. Oh, but he represents Toriyama. But the young guys are supposed to take care of it.
Yeah, pretty much. All right. Well, I guess since because I think we've pretty much covered everything in this episode, I guess we'll go ahead and jump into predictions for the next episode.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Daima episode fucking 19. Only 2 episodes left. It's kind of hard to imagine. We're only 2 episodes. We only got 2 episodes. Oh, hello.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go.
That right there would be some shit.
That is beautiful.
That would be some shit right there.
No, wait, zoom in so we can get a better look.
All right, yeah, give me a sec. Give me a sec.
No, Vegeta, it's still my turn. The hell it is, Kakarot! It's time to fuse, Vegeta. Yeah, but I don't think they have time to learn the fusion dance. So they're gonna go with the Patara.
Yeah, well, I think canonically they have to, because in Super, like in Broly, like isn't that the first time that Vegeta sees like the actual dance?
Because in Super Broly, like that's the first time that that Vegeta actually learns how to do the fusion dance.
Yeah, like so I don't think Gogeta can happen.
Yeah,
I think
it has to be Vegito.
It either has to be Vegito, or if they do the bugs, it has to be a new fusion.
Yeah, but first they have to find the bugs,
which they will. Dude, there is so much fucking merchandise they can make from this series.
Yep.
I mean, when you really think about it, you've got like mini Goku Super Saiyan 4. We probably are going to get adult Goku Super Saiyan 4. We might get Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. If they fuse, we're going to get a Super Saiyan 4 fusion.
Mm-hmm.
So we got new action figures for all that. We've got obviously Super Goma, Third Eye Goma. We've got, they could do Degasu, they could do a Rensu, Ku and Do figures.
I was going to bring up that Glorio's wish can actually go in one of two ways. The first one, obviously, like he reverts them back into adults, or he uses his wish to force the third eye out of Goma.
Maybe. If this Purunga is power, well, I mean, Purunga did flick Goma away, so
yeah,
maybe he does have the ability to manipulate the third eye.
Yeah, like I don't think it's outside of the realm of possibility, for Red Purunga, to just force something out. Oh, that Family Guy joke. What the hell is this?
It's badass, is what it is. What are you talking about, Noah? What are you talking about, Noah? Bro, some of these fake screens and stuff,
they look so real.
I don't know how people get this shit out so quick, bro. I mean, it kind of blows my mind. I don't know how they're able to get this shit out so quick.
I honestly wonder what the dub is gonna do, with this Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Like, are they gonna do with like the, with the deeper voice, or is the dub like just gonna stay the same?
I'm sure he still have his kid voice. They may augment it a little bit to make it a little more growly, maybe.
Because like in the actual episode, like it doesn't sound like they changed Masiko's voice at all.
They didn't.
No.
If they did, I didn't notice it. But it wouldn't be the first time that the dub has made some changes to things like that. I mean, they have before. Because I think even like with Super Saiyan 3, like the voice is a little deeper than what it is normally. And I don't think that's not true in the Japanese version.
Yeah.
So the dub does do some weird changes like that.
And in episode either in episode 19, when they turn back into adults, I need to see Gohan and Videl, you'll be kids and then return as adults and going, that was weird.
I do think that's one of the biggest missed opportunities of Daima, because essentially a kid version of Gohan is going to be either, I mean, depending on how young they make him, it's either going to be Cell Saga Gohan or it's going to be like Saiyan
No.
/ Namek Saga Gohan.
Like I think they would have gone with Saiyan Arc Gohan.
Yeah,
Because like what Masako X explained is that though it was actually a good thing that they kept Gohan out of this because I think Gohan would have steamrolled this entire thing.
Shit, I'm not gonna go that far. Because honestly, I think
There we go.
Jesus, man,
Yeah, a big sneeze.
there's a mute button for a reason, you know.
Like it just snuck on me so quickly.
All right. Well, anyways, I think the Third Eye Goma would probably bitch Ultimate Gohan.
I don't know, maybe, yeah.
I'm gonna sneeze an ass bitch. I mean, no, like I honest to God, I think that Third Eye Goma, I think bitches just about everybody in the Boo saga except for maybe Vegito.
Mm-hmm.
And Super Boo.
Gohan
absorbed.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be real with you, dog. The more I think about it, I'm starting to think maybe even Buhan is might get his ass handed to him.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think so. I think Buhan.
No.
Yeah. Also, I want to say, I think fusion's going to happen, but I think it's only going to happen with the bugs. I don't think we're going to see two fusions. That's my prediction.
I don't know, like because like they have to find the bugs, when they have Shin's Patara earrings like right on him.
Well, there may be a reason why the Pataras might not work because
maybe they don't work in the demon realm or something.
Yeah, because remember at the beginning of Daima, one of the things that they say is that like when Boo, because Kibito and Supreme Kai were separated at the start of Daima.
Yeah,
from being Kibito Kai, and they said the way that they did it
they
is that Boo like absorbed them temporarily, and they defused inside of Fat Boo.
Yeah.
So remember, Boo's a demon. So something about Boo's demonic energy, it undoes the power of the Pataras. So it may be because they're in the demon world, the Pataras might not work.
Maybe. Like I just wonder, how that whole thing is done. Does Boo like turn them into candy, and eat them, and then they defuse?
I mean, that probably would work because when Evil Boo ate the Fat Boo, later on when we see Fat Boo inside of Super Boo's body, like he's not a piece of chocolate, like it's just Fat Boo inside of a pod.
Yeah.
So I mean that could work, or he could have just straight up absorbed Kibito Kai.
Yeah.
Or I mean I don't know, but there has always been this thing though where for some reason like Kai stuff and demon stuff just does not mix. Because if you go back to when Babidi was trying to gather energy for Majin Buu's resurrection, he's straight up it's either him or Deborah one brings it up. They can't use Supreme Kai's energy to revive Buu.
Okay.
So something about like God energy doesn't mix with demons.
Yeah.
They clash with one another. So that may be like, I mean, they might attempt to maybe use the earrings, but they can't do it because they're in the demon realm.
Maybe.
But the bugs somebody's gonna use those fucking bugs.
Yeah. But like I think they should do like both Goku and Vegeta turn in Super Saiyan 4. They continue to fight Goma and they still keep getting their butts kicked by Goma, and that's when Goku realizes like, oh, we can use the combined bugs, and do a fusion.
Can we also point out that this is probably going to be one of the rare opportunities, the rare instances where fusion actually gets a win?
Yeah, for once.
That would be great. I would like to see that.
Yeah. Well, Fusion actually did win once, against Broly.
That's why I said one of the few.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is gonna be
Janemba
one.
doesn't count. It's not canon.
Well, yeah, that's true. But this is probably gonna be one of those few instances where Fusion actually does get the win, because at this point, what else do they really have left?
Yeah.
Um,
And I love Goku's like 10 times Kamehameha, where it's the Kamehameha and then it's like spiraling fire around it.
Yeah, I don't think we call it the 10 times Kamehameha just yet. It's some variation of Kamehameha, but it's not, because 10 times Kamehameha is just straight up red.
Oh, because I think Super Saiyan 4 Goku's Kamehameha is 10 times, while Gogeta is like 100 times.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that in GT, the 10 times Kamehameha is just red. This Kamehameha in Daima is blue with red flames.
Yeah. That could be Toriyama's version of 10 times Kamehameha.
Well, I'll tell you when we're going to find out what it's actually going to be called.
Yeah.
Wait till we get the DLC in Sparking Zero.
I'm like, I kind of wish they still did, DLCs for Kakarot. But the game is too old now.
Yeah, it's probably a little late to do DLC for this in Kakarot.
Oh well.
But it's definitely going to be in Sparking Zero.
Yeah. And we better get Kid Goku and Kid Vegeta and Kid Piccolo in the game.
Yeah. I mean, we will. And we're going to get like Third Eye Goma, probably Glorio.
Yep.
We'll probably get both of the new Majins.
Yep. That'll be fun. Even though I don't even though I don't have the game, because I don't have a PS5.
Yeah, I've got to finally just give in and just get a new console.
I'm just waiting.
I'm just gonna buy a used one.
I'm just gonna buy the new Switch 2.
She got some great boobs on her.
What the fuck are you talking about, Ruby?
Who are you talking about?
I'm sorry, I'm looking at boobs.
He's looking at a Renzu.
No, I'm not. I'm looking at I don't know how to say Vermanas Dream. I don't know, some e-thought on Twitter.
All right.
She got a picture of Pokemon cards in her bra.
That's good to know.
Ruby, you got any predictions for what you think is going to happen in episode 19?
Like I said, I think there's going to be a fusion. I don't know with who. I think Goku's going to be involved in that fusion, and it's going to be mostly with the bugs, because there's no point in showing off the bugs and saying, "Hey, look, these bugs. If you eat them, you'll fuse momentarily with someone." Right? So I think that's going to happen in this episode. I think we may also see the defeat of Goma.
Yeah.
And maybe Super Saiyan 4 Goku may play a part in it, because I kind of, as much as I liked it, I kind of hate that it lost. You know what I'm saying?
So easily.
Yeah. I wouldn't say easily, but yeah, I hate that it lost.
The third eye is so OP, man. He literally forced Goku out of his transformations, and not just force him, like obviously anybody can be forced out of their transformation just by taking enough damage, but
it seemed like he drained him of his power.
Yeah, which kind of implies that the magic of the third eye is stronger than Neva's magic.
Therefore, Goma beats Superman easily by depowering him.
Honestly, given that if we're talking about like just regular Superman, given the magic of this, like this eye's fucking OP, man.
Yeah.
Given the magical capabilities of it, this Goma might actually beat just regular ass base Superman. Just straight up.
You know, you could just say Superman, but yeah, let's go with that.
Well, there's different versions of Superman. You know that as well as I do. Listen, no one in Dragon Ball, as far as I can tell, can beat Prime 1 million.
Yeah.
I disagree, but I'm not going to get into that.
But I do think, especially once we get into Super, regular ass space Superman, I think, really struggles big time.
Yeah. But yeah, what was I about to say? Oh wait, yeah, that was my predictions. That's what I think might happen. You guys noticed when he was depowering Goku that Super Saiyan 2 momentarily showed up?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. A lot of people like, I can't tell the difference. Super Saiyan 2 or 3 or 1. I'm like, clearly that was 2, you fucking retards.
Okay, I am going to pull up Super Saiyan 1 and Super Saiyan 2 so that people can see.
It's because of
Yeah.
Zappy Zaps.
Because
and you just gotta pay attention to Goku's bangs. Once you pay attention to his bangs, then you know, like that middle picture right there. Or it wasn't the middle, but the second one next to it, the one that you already selected, where he's with Vegeta. Yeah, clearly that's Super Saiyan 2. You can see the 3 bangs, the 1 in the middle and the 2 on the sides. Bam, Super Saiyan 3. I mean 2.
Right.
That's how I normally recognizes it.
Yeah, it's more like, so some of the key differences are, for example, Super Saiyan 1, the spikes are more relaxed. They're not as jagged. They're not as, they're not going up as far. Whereas on Super Saiyan 2, the spikes in his hair are much more jagged. They're going much more straight up instead of like going more out to the side. He's only got the singular bang, whereas he has like 4 when it comes to Super Saiyan 1. He's only got the singular bang. He kind of has 2 here on the side. They're not really hanging over his face. They're kind of just hanging to the side.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. And then, of course, one of the biggest indicators is the electricity in the aura.
Yep.
So,
or as Andrew would say, the Zappy Zaps.
Yeah,
Yep.
Zappy Zaps. But the thing you got to keep in mind, what's up, Edward? And what's up, Bucky?
What's up, Bucky?
But the thing you got to keep in mind when it comes to Super Saiyan 2, originally it was not meant to be its own distinct transformation. It was literally just a further extension of Super Saiyan 1. Like, that's why before the Buu saga, it was referred to as Super Saiyan Grade 5.
Yeah.
It's not until the Buu saga it's actually called Super Saiyan 2.
Yep.
If anything, like what it was originally intended to be is pretty much it was the pinnacle of Super Saiyan power. Because that go back to the Cell saga. That's what they were training for. They were training to break the Super Saiyan barrier, and really to like bring out like the full potential of the form. That's what the entire training in the Cell saga was all about. It's just when we get into the Buu saga, he decided to do Super Saiyan 3. And so now it's like, oh, well, the thing Gohan got is Super Saiyan 2. So that's one of the reasons why there's not as big of a difference between 1 and 2, because it was never really intended to be its own separate form.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, like here's a better example of the difference between Super Saiyan 1, 2, and 3 Goku. There's just more relaxed, and the spikes and everything, they're just more relaxed in 1. 2, it's just more like, just like somebody grabbed them and just pulled them up really, really far.
Yeah.
And then 3, 3 is just fucking crazy.
It's just all over the place.
Right. 3 is just
Yeah,
just
and
insane.
then there's Gohan, where he has that tiny bane for regular Super Saiyan, but once he goes Super Saiyan 2, like he just looks more like his Teen Gohan version.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, guys, I'm gonna hop off for now and take a little break before Katie's streams start. But thanks for having me as always, Jesker, and I'll see you guys later.
Yep.
Peace.
No problem, man. No problem. Yeah, we're probably about to wrap up the stream. Probably probably go for another 5 minutes or so. That'll get us to an hour and a half. And then, yeah, I've got some things I need to take care of before Katie's stream, which, by the way, I will leave a link to Katie's stream in the chat when we're about to wrap up this one. Yeah, peace out, man. Peace out, Ruby. So overall, like, let's just jump right back into overall thoughts on this episode of Dragon Ball Daima, episode 18. It finally fucking happened, bro.
Yep.
I've been wanting it to happen for a while. I've been saying it's going to happen the entire run of this thing. And here it is, man. It is Super Saiyan 4. It is here. It is back. And
Toriyama's final gift to us.
Yeah, man. Like it's my favorite Super Saiyan transformation. And so Toriyama making it canon, it's like, man, Toriyama, thank you. Wherever the hell you are right now, thank you for making my favorite form canon. Thank you for doing your own spin on this beautiful, legendary form that is Super Saiyan 4. Much love, much appreciated.
Yep. And it's so fitting. You know, this episode happens on Valentine's Day.
Straight up, man. Maybe that's why there was all the red in this episode, bro.
Yeah.
But Andrew, final thoughts on the episode?
Yeah, it was peak cinema. You know, like that meme. You know, peak cinema.
Yeah, man. It's and I can't wait, man. Episode 19 is coming. I think again they're hiding stuff in that preview, man. They're hiding stuff in that preview.
Yep.
I think episode 19 is gonna be another crazy episode, bro. Like this finale is just what, like when this series is over, I really want to go back and I want to, like, if I just get a day where I've got nothing else going on, I really want to go back and just binge watch the entire series.
Yeah.
In one sitting.
Like I was actually binge watching like the entire thing with my editor, you know, when he was visiting. And Daima is actually better when you binge watch it.
It is. I speculate that it is because there's some series that are like that where it just flows so much better when you're just watching it as like one continuous thing. And honestly, like I think, well, I was gonna say like this Daima could have been like a movie. But yeah, I think binge watching it, I think is probably like the best experience with it. And there's just some things that are like that, man. There's just some things that, you know, you feel like they drag. There's issues when it comes to watching them week to week, but then like when you sit down and just watch it as one thing, it just flows so much better. Flows so much better.
Can't wait for the entire dub to be finished, you know, and then just binge watch it. You know,
yeah, I'm probably gonna wait. Yeah, I'm probably gonna wait till the dub's finished and then binge watch the dub.
Yeah.
That's probably what I'm gonna end up doing.
Yeah, the dub has caught up to the episode where Goku and Glorio fight.
Damn, man, that feels like it was so long ago.
Yeah.
I mean, it really does. It really feels like that was like so long ago.
I cannot wait for the dub episode of Goku versus Tamagami 3.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be good. Oh my god, I can't wait till this episode gets dubbed.
Yeah. Oh man. Because I really want to see if they do something with Goku's voice when he goes Super Saiyan 4.
Yo, imagine if they just say fuck it and they give him his adult voice even though he's still a kid.
Yeah.
In this form, my balls dropped again.
Yeah, in this form, I'm all hairy. Chi-Chi's gonna hate this.
Look at me, Goma. This is what happens when a Saiyan undergoes puberty.
I'm going balls deep.
All right. Well, I think that's going to wrap it up. An hour and a half is good. I'll see everybody over at Katie's stream. Let me go ahead. Let me pull up the link for her stream real quick.
Yep.
See, let me go to my subscriptions and find her stream. Where is it?
Oh, like I wonder if Katie is gonna give us, you know, her top 10 husbandos, you know, because she said it's a late Valentine's Day special.
She said she was going to. We'll see. But okay, yeah, there's her stream. Yeah, it should be a pretty fun show tonight because Katie's all about the romance and stuff. So
The romance, the shit.
boom. All right, there is the link to Katie's stream in the chat. Everybody head over there. We'll be there at 9:45 p.m. Eastern time. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for this one. Andrew, thanks for coming on. Ruby, thanks for coming on. Cynic, I don't know where the fuck you are, but you better be here next week. I swear to God. And yeah, chat, thanks for coming in. Appreciate everybody. We will see you guys over at Katie's show and CG Churches tomorrow, and then next week we'll be here for another Dragon Ball Daima review. Peace out.
Yep.